We go. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. We've got the lovely Thomas on camera. Say hello, Thomas.
Hello.
And we're on the kitchen floor. This is a stinky ditch kitchen floor gardening thing. So what we're going to do is we're going to be... I know a lot of people are stuck inside at the moment. You're not getting out your dressing gowns. Thomas, when was the last time you got out your dressing gown?
Yesterday.
That's a lie. I think it was about 5 days. Me, I'm embracing it. I am going down to the nursery every day. I am doing stuff. But when I'm coming home, I'm putting on the most stylish stuff I can possibly think of. Silk, hand-stitched, vintage. What more can I say? You know, just let's make it a dressing up day. So every day is a dressing up day, and we can do some gardening on the kitchen floor. Now, if you've got some things like this, like Tom spinning, a pepper, something like that. I'm going to go through different ones each day, but a pepper like that. What you can do is you can get the pips out of this, the seeds, the pips, give them a bit of a brush like that, and a few will fall out into a bowl. And then you stick that bowl on the windowsill for a bit, in sunny windowsill, and you'll have some dry seeds. I did this a couple of days ago. And then what you need now are a few things. You need a kitchen floor. If you haven't got a kitchen floor, any other floor will do. Or you can use a table, but make sure you put some newspaper or something like this. You'll need a little bowl like this because there's water involved in this. A little spoon, but that's for later. A pair of glasses, if you can't see anything without them. And a pot. Now, I'm hoping to fill every windowsill in the United Kingdom with these pots full of stuff growing. But that's a bit of a mission of mine. Anyway, what we need to do is we're going to use this pot to grow the stuff in. To grow the stuff, we need some mud. Now, this mud I've just got out in the garden. Now, you can, if you've got some grow bags or something like that, use that. Use stuff that you've got out of your containers or something. I'm talking about these lockdown conditions where we do not want to be mixing with each other. But yes, your back garden probably full of mud. So get yourself a bit of back garden mud. Make sure it's a bit that a cat or a wee or a drunken husband hasn't weed on. And you want to put it in a pot. Now we want some drainage in the bottom of this pot. Now you can use a slab of plasticine. Now Tom, who's on camera at the moment, he bought a load of plasticine and he made this. I'm sure, are you going to be embarrassed with this? You alright with it?
Yeah, it's fine.
Yeah, it's okay. No, look, this is the first thing he's ever made out of plasticine. For crying out loud. You know, no, I hate... Oh, don't they do your head in? But yeah, he got himself a load of plasticine, just made something like that, and it's just... Oh. Anyway, right, what we're going to do is get back to the thing. So you put your plasticine underneath it. This is because we're going to be sticking... We're going a bit Blue Peter here. We're going to be sticking stuff through the plastic to make holes in it, drainage holes. Instead of plasticine, you could use a cushion. But this was not a good thing. Even the cat cushion, not a good thing, apparently, according to my better half. And so I'm going to use the plasticine. Or you could use a potato. You could put it on top of a potato. And I'm going to use some scissors to make the holes. Tom, can you move in here and show people the holes? So, yeah, blah, blah, blah. So we're making some holes in the bottom of the container so that it doesn't get waterlogged at the bottom, you know. You do not want these things to sit in water. And there we go, that will do. Alright, got a good thing of that. So I'm going to pop that in the bowl, like this. I'm going to get my mud, what I got from the garden, basically. There we are. And I'm going to stick that in there and give it a bit of a... I'm going to give it a bit of a squeeze and take out any big lumps. I think that's probably a good idea, isn't it? You know? There we are. Take out any big lumps, give it a bit of a squeeze, take out the sticks, take out the rubbish. But this will still work. I assure you, ladies and gentlemen, it will. Now you take your jug of water and you tip that over your mud like that, and then you wait for it to drain through. Now this may take some time. I'm kind of hoping it won't take too much time. In fact, it hasn't. Tom, if you can spin it. No. And so what's happened is because we put the holes in the bottom of the thing, it's all come out the bottom, and this proves it has good drainage, which is good. And even though we've got a couple of lumps in there, we don't have to worry about it too much. Now we're going to get our seeds here. These were the seeds from our pepper, like this. Yep, seeds from our pepper. And we're going to take those and we're going to give them a little bit of a sprinkle over the top. Now, there's all sorts of stuff about the peppers that you grow from the shop. They could be F1 varieties. Now, if you want to Google F1 and botany, that will give you, if you want, a lifetime of research in these times where we've got a lot of time on our hands. And there we are. So I sprinkled a few of those in there. That will do. And I'm going to give them a fine sprinkling of mud. Now, in the ideal world, I would label this and say what it was, and we'd know what was going on, and I'd date it so I know. But I'm not going to do that. But there we are. All labelled up. I'm done. There we are. Now I'm going to take that out. We're going to leave that to drain off a little bit. I'm going to stick that in a windowsill. Not necessarily a south-facing windowsill, just something that's got a little bit of sun on it, west or east or north, or just a windowsill that doesn't get too much sun on it. And we're going to see if they start sprouting. They should start sprouting. If they don't, doesn't really matter. Anyway, I've been drinking far, far too much gin and tonic. And here's my glass. And Tom, if you like spinning, I'll just grab a little bit of a swig. And then tomorrow, because we're going to continue with this, tomorrow, on about this same time on Facebook. There it is. Are you getting this, Tom? Mm-hmm. We are going to be growing stuff like that. And then the night after that, we are going to be growing stuff that comes out of these. And then we're going to have a go at a few of these. And then, look at that. Ever seen one of those in your... Yeah, stick it in your garden. You wouldn't believe it. These people that produce vegetables and everything, they're going to be devastated by this virus that we've got at the moment. And also, your spice cupboard. Chili flakes. Now, if you've got some seeds in your chili flakes, they might work. We're going to give it a go. And coriander seeds. Who'd have believed it? I've done it myself. I've done it before. And cumin. Cumin seeds. They are the most beautiful, beautiful plant to grow. They're quite tender. But they're lovely. They're just a delight to grow. They're a lovely, lovely plant to grow. It's something to do. Anyway, this has been Robbie Phoenix dressing in his stylish dressing gown rather than Tommy's ropey old smelly... What would you call that? What's that made out of?
Like blue.
Fleece is made out of blue, that's it. Dressing gown. On the kitchen floor, showing you a bit of kitchen floor gardening. We'll do a bit tomorrow night. Thank you for watching.